think we're back. We're back. I think I fixed the audio. Give it a couple minutes just to confirm that people can see me. Hey, there we go. Okay. I have adjusted the audio as best I can, so hopefully it's coming through okay. I do also have an AC and a fan going because it gets very hot up here, so hopefully that doesn't pick up too much in the background. Yeah, so no Chris today. He wasn't feeling too good, so we canceled the normal stream, but I still wanted to do something. With last weekend being Nats, I wanted to at least do like a recap for anyone that cares. And then we took Monday off, and on Monday I was working on some token designs, and I got 2 decent ones, I think. They're on the screen right now. And I really want to get 3 done before we actually go to print. That way there's at least like a variety of tokens that we can maybe hand out like at events and stuff. So I have an idea for a spectral show that I want to work on, and I figured I could just do it live, and if people have any ideas or feedback, they can give it to me in real time. Hey Josh, how's it going? James, thank you for confirming that we have sound. So before we actually work on the tokens, again, I just want to do like a quick recap for the weekend. I have a bunch of cool swag to show off, so I'm just going to make this bigger really quick. So the weekend was a lot of fun. I really appreciate everybody who came up to us and just let us know that they recognized us from the stream or told us that they enjoy watching our content. I thought that was super cool. Nationals, I was playing in Nationals, Chris wasn't. I wasn't feeling very good about playing in Nationals at all. I really didn't prepare like I should have. I had 0 Mistvale draft experience, so like overall just not feeling very comfortable going into it. But they started the CC rounds first, and I ended up going 2-0 to start. I took Victor, and the first 2 matchups that I got were 2 Zens, which is like exactly what I want to see. The first one, I feel like I had a really good just like series of hands. Really just like shut him out of the game and didn't let him gain any sort of advantage. I think he had like 2 Art of War turns, and one of them also had an Ancestral Harmony behind it. And across the 2 turns, he took me from like 31 to 14. And at the end of the second one, I was able to keep 2 cards in hand, and I was able to like Golden Sun him to kill him. So that one felt really good. The other one was a lot closer. The second Zen is actually one of the Zens that made it into the finals. I don't remember his name off the top of my head. Definitely not the one that won, but that was a lot closer, but I still was able to get it. And then in round 3, I ended up playing against one of my teammates, Ethan. He brought New, and I think he's been practicing a lot, and I have not been. So he was very familiar with the matchup, I think. And it was a very close game. I think when I died, he was at like 3 life. And there was this one turn. Where I think I drew up like a hand of 4 blues, or it was like 3 blues and a pummel, and I had like 4 might tokens on the board, and I dumped all of the blues into the gold tokens to try to find something better to pair with the pummel, and I just kept drawing blues. So that kind of sucked, and I ended up losing that one. And then in the 4th round, I played a Prism, which I am completely not teched for Prism anymore. I took out the Time Skippers, and I wasn't expecting to see any Prisms because I thought that I thought everyone would be on Enigma. And that went terribly. The only way that I can win that matchup is like I need to draw all of my aggro cards and have non-stop pressure, and I drew none of them. And he was able to set up a a double aura turn, and then it just ended up going from there. So I was 2-2, and I decided that I'm just gonna do the draft because like it's free packs, so why not? And I had one game plan going into the draft. I wanted to get cool stamped assassin cards, and I wanted a stamped set of chi cards. So that was my plan going in, and I knew that like some people were probably going to get screwed in the draft, but like if they were drafting with me, they probably weren't making day 2 anyways. So we did the draft, and I drafted a not bad assassin deck, but because I had this plan and I was like taking all these like assassin cards and chi cards, I got to the third pack and I was just like, this deck actually doesn't look terrible. And I was looking at everything, and then I realized like, oh yeah, I didn't draft any equipment, so like there's definitely no point in me playing. I was already planning on dropping, but like in my head I was just like, this pool doesn't look that bad, maybe I just play it out. But then I realized that I wasn't drafting equipment because I wanted to get all these cards. So yeah, at the end of the draft I ended up dropping, and then we played side events for pretty much the rest of the weekend. Josh, it wasn't Iris, it was Lag, but I think they just like flashed in a Genesis, and then they had the Passing Mirage. But it's just like I can't come back from that. I can't come back from 2 Spectra. And then on top of that, he was playing like ALSs and stuff. It was just too much. But I did play a Nats, so I did get a cool time step potion. This thing looks beautiful. I don't really know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I love it. Super cool. And then I have a full set of stamped chi cards. And you can see the stamp there in the corner right here. So I got a full set of those. So there's 4 of them. And then there's the other 4. After I dropped from Max, we played side events. And it was pretty fun. We played Sealed, we played a bunch of Blitz, and then we entered into the Oasis Respite events. So me and Jess, my wife, were both playing in them. So we did 2 Oasis events each, which means that we got 4 Oasis Respites. And these things look awesome. I love these. I only need to keep like, I guess maybe 3. I don't think I've ever run 3 Oasis Respites. I usually run 2 if I'm running them at all. So like really I could maybe move 2 of them. Oh. Lose camera? Hold please.
I don't think the camera's ever gone out on me. Usually it's the mic. Let's see. I swear, it's always technical difficulties.
Yeah, camera couldn't handle the bling. Let's see. Can we get it working? Oh, that's so annoying.
Cusco, the vibes are struggles. We are struggling. would be nice to have a stream where things just work. Be cool.
Yeah, I don't know why you guys watch us, honestly. Okay, what if we get rid of this? And then we go add video capture device. Okay. Okay. We're back. Thanks for the KO deck. It's a lot of fun. Oh, Brett, I'm glad I made it to you. I meant to email you just to check on it and make sure that you actually received it. I'm glad you got it. Okay. I don't know why the camera failed. That has never happened before with this this webcam. So, okay. So we got the 4 Oasis Respites. Those were super sweet. Hopefully the camera doesn't crash when I show them off this time. Yeah, check out my legs. You didn't see the dogs, did you? So then we played in side events all weekend and basically just grinded for tickets. We went to dinner on Friday and we basically crashed Agro's dinner. Got to go with a few people that are in both of the channels, so Cusco was there. We had a huge party. I think there was like almost 20 of us. A couple of Agro's friends came. Really good time. The food was okay. Dinner on Saturday was a lot better. We went to a place called the Devil's Advocate. But yeah, we got Agro to play in a bunch of side events with us over the weekend too, so grinded out those event tickets. Can't go to a convention without picking up cool, swag from the vendors. So we ended up picking up a Marvel Crown of Dominion. Jess opened up a Marvel New in one of her sealed pools, and we were able to trade it for this. This thing is awesome. And I might end up playing it in Victor, so I'm pretty glad that we got this. Some of the vendors, a good amount of them, had Japanese Mistveil packs, and I'm a sucker for gambling, and that's basically gambling, so I had to buy some. Hit some cool hits. We hit this guy, non-foil, but I know some decks have been trying this out, so that's kind of cool. I also was able to get a full set of Japanese cheat cards, which is awesome. I wanted those. And there's the other ones. So that's super cool. I hit a cold foil halfway in Japanese. That was super sweet. I hit a rainbow foil supercell. Kind of cool. Non-foil new, which I like. If I play new, I might use this one. We hit a long draw, which is cool. And then a couple other like assassin M's. One of them is foil. We had a prognosis. One foil prognosis, one non-foil. Hit a 10K. Pretty cool. But the best M hit that we got was probably the levels. So we hit a Japanese Levels of Enlightenment. Don't really know what I'm going to do with them yet, but cool to have. And then at the end of the weekend, we had a bunch of tickets, and we were able to cash them in for a bunch of cool stuff. So first, we got a gold token, cold foil. Goes very well with the Crown of Dominion. Super happy to get this. We we bought a cold foil Seismic. It's about time that I get one of these. They look super nice in person. And then lastly, we got Jess. Is this the right one? Yeah. A cold foil Rincham. So super, super cool stuff. Came home with a lot of good swag. super fun weekend. Again, it was really nice meeting everybody. I'm definitely excited for the call in Chicago. Hopefully a lot of people are planning on going to that one because it was a lot of fun. It was a really good time. Anyways, on to the main attraction. So again, no gameplay tonight just because Chris wasn't feeling too good, but on Monday I was working on some tokens. We want to get some tokens printed for the stream, that way we can hand these out at events. And I have a couple that I've already started and are pretty close to finishing. But before we actually go to print, I wanted to get at least a few done. I was hoping like 3. So this is what we have so far. We have a Rune Chant token. I thought this one came up pretty good. This is going to be the back side of the token with just a QR code linking to the stream. But yeah, so we have a Rune Chant token. I really like how this one came out. We have a gold token, which again, like I'm pretty happy with this one. I like the colors. I think it looks very victory. So I thought that was super cool. And then the third one that I want to start working on is a spectral shield. And I kind of have an idea in my head of what I want that to look like. And I figured I can just work on this tonight because if Chris wasn't going to make it, this is just what I'm going to be working on anyways. So I figured I'd go live, and if people want to offer any sort of input or anything, I can definitely do that. Josh says, oh, you're going to the one in Tampa. Nice, that's awesome. Plan to get rid of Runeblade stuff to Chris. Yeah, he's probably going to be looking for that for sure. I think the new Earth Wizard looks super interesting. That's the one that I have my eye on. Not usually a wizard player, but I think that it just looks really cool. So anyways, this Spectral Shield. Sign me up on the Spectral and the Rune Chant. Yeah. Let's see how they look first. So I had an idea, and I wanted it to kind of look like the one that we got in Artemisville. I really like that. I don't know what they're called, but the Japanese like seal-looking things, like the paper seals. I like how it looks like that. So that's kind of where I want to start. So I'm going to give myself a little box to work with here. And I'm going to need to bring in, let's see, let's open up this one. This was me messing around with the idea of like a frostbite, but don't need that right now. Sorry, just looking for an asset that I have saved. Should be this one. Okay. And we just want this. Oh, that didn't work. Let's see. Let's turn off the gradient. Talismans, yeah, for sure. Really like that look, and I think I could do something pretty cool with our logo. Also, kind of matching the like border style that we use on our streams. So it's gonna look like that, but also look a little like geometric. So this is kind of what we're going to start with. And I'm thinking it had these like, you know what, let me pull up a reference. That's definitely the best way to do this when you're working. Spectral Shield FAE. Here's my reference. Okay, so I want our logo in the middle, And they kind of have these like circles off to the sides, and I'm kind of a fan of that. And then they have this like line of circles. And theirs are the moons, which definitely makes sense, but ours are going to be different. So I think I want the layout to maybe look something like this. Maybe we can like attach some of these. I'm gonna kick these further out or something. But I have an idea for what these actual circles are going to look like. What's the best way to do this? I'm going to... Let's see. Side note, I am not a graphic designer, so if any of you are and you're watching me struggle and it's making you cringe, I apologize in advance. Kuzco colors, I kind of was thinking just like black, maybe black with like a white glow, just to kind of keep in theme with like these spectral shields. But we can play with it for sure. Okay, so let's switch to this mode for now, and we're going to line these up. Okay, so I want this piece. This is going to be our ring, and then I'm going to need a slightly bigger ring on the outside, and what it's going to look like is, in my head at least, I want it to kind of look like this. Okay. So if we add all these together, oh, that's not one. This. Subtract. Okay. So I kind of want them to look like this. And I need to do something different to make it look a little cleaner, because you can tell it's like a little wonky. But just to give you guys an idea of like what I'm seeing in my head, I want them to look like this. And then on the bottom, I'm thinking we mirror them. Or, yeah, essentially like that. And then we can do a similar shape on like some of these smaller ones. And I feel like this kind of ties back to like the layout that we're using in our stream overlay right now. Where some of the borders that we have, they look kind of like this. Just like very simple geometric shapes. Right? Like if you look at our videos, oh actually I kind of like that. I'm gonna keep that. But basically, just keep it geometric and keep it simple. So let's work on one of these circles and actually make it look correct. So I need a second circle that's going to be this big. So let's start here, and we know we want it to be this size. Actually, it needs to be slightly bigger. It needs to be about this big. I'm going to narrow this for right now. We're going to copy this so that we don't lose the size that we have. And we are going to bring this small into the front, subtract. Hey, Chris is in the chat. Okay. Perfect. So that's what we're looking at. Now, we need to essentially just like cut out the part that we want to keep. So now if we hit the minus button, oh, this needs to be on top of that one. Alright, so there's the shape that we're looking for. And now, if we switch this back, there's our shape. So we'll combine these, we can get rid of these. And if anyone has better ideas, definitely feel free to shout them out. Yeah, Josh, it's an art stream today. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So one thing I didn't account for is now they're not like, you can't easily line them up because you have them hanging out on the sides. So like if you try to line them up straight, they're going to be off. Yeah, they saw them. They're right here. I know Cusco said he liked the root chant. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to, for right now, we're going to add this to the side here, and we're just going to turn it white, and it'll be hidden, but it's going to let us center things up. So if we copy and paste this, and then flip it, everything's centered. Perfect. And then we'll copy, bring these down here. And we're gonna group both of these. And we're gonna center them in this square here. Now that's centered. We probably need to get this circle centered. Center up our logo. Okay. So better progress than I thought. The vibes. Yeah, Cusco, I don't really know what I want to do about a frostbite yet. It's definitely on my radar, but actually, I do really like this shape that we put in the corner, so I'm going to duplicate it over here. I think this looks super sweet. Let's work on some of these side ones now. We can maybe just steal one of these. How would these look? No ice at the moment. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's something that I wanted to do, but like, I just feel like there's no point right now. So I'm trying to focus on the ones that actually are relevant. Maybe these should all be facing the corners. So it's like that one's going this way, this one's going this way. What do people think? Feedback is definitely welcome. Let's see about things out. And thank you to everyone who's hanging out tonight. I know it's not our normal thing, but I appreciate everyone who still makes the effort to be here. How do we feel about this? Is this a good starting point? Not necessarily like the colors, but just the design. So my original idea was to do something like this. And then give it our signature glow that we use on like everything. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but it's definitely something that I find appealing. Does this come through on the stream very well? Hopefully it does. 'Cause I think it looks pretty good. I think that these corner pieces maybe need to come in a little bit. we feel about the black as like the main background? You know, what'd be cool is make two versions of this, one pink focused and one blue focused. That could be interesting. Okay, so we do need to keep in mind that like this artboard here, this whole space, like that's our card. So like right now we're not taking up a lot of it. We can probably afford to make this bigger. We need to fit in a name. Blue sounds pretty nice. And then we can also put in a background just to add some depth, kind of like we did with the gold token. Let's see. Oh, what we could do. What we could do. I guess I don't have a pink, really. I was gonna say we can add like a blue background. Something like that. I feel like you got something in the background. Yeah, for sure, Joshua. I was just trying to focus on the actual spectral shield first. I don't know if I love the black. So then if it's not black, do we try taking the pink? And then maybe for these we can try the blue. Put this up in here. Oh, I see. So we do something like this, maybe? Do you like this? I don't love it. Something's missing. Usually want to match warm and cool colors, so without knowing big background, you can't focus on the little one. That's fair. Black background, like the actual background, like instead of this blue one. Yeah, I think so too, James. Hey, Ricky, you made it back. Yeah, Joshua, I agree. I do have like a whole list of like swatches that I can use. I don't know what color I want like the main part of the spectral shield to be. Looking good so far. What token are you working on? We're working on a spectral shield, or at least trying to. I wanted to try to go with something that like looks like the one that we got from Nisco. To kind of put our own spin on it. I just don't know how I want to do the colors. You like the black and the blue? What about something like this? And do we like the pink in the middle? Let's get some placeholder text in just so we can kind of see how it looks as a whole. What does spectral shield text look like? What if you make the shield blue and the circle designs see-through so the black shows through? That's interesting. Hey Drew, how's it going? Let's go with something like this for right now. pretty good. Chris isn't feeling too good, so we canceled the gameplay, but we're working on some stream tokens. So we got a rune chant that's basically finished. The gold, I just need to add the text here. Have a good night, Chris. And I want to try to make a special ship. Riku! Thank you, we appreciate that. You definitely didn't need to, but we do appreciate it. No obligations at all, man. Okay. I kind of like Jus's idea. Let's try that. I'm gonna copy this whole thing and just kind of scooch it off to the side so I don't lose it. So Jess says, to essentially cut everything out. So we're gonna take this rectangle and then just subtract everything from it. Will it work with this though? Okay. I need to do something real quick. I have to make... I don't know if any of you guys have graphic design experience, but man, it is a pain. Okay. Center these up. And let's subtract this one from this one, and then we can get rid of our blue one. Okay, so then we subtract. Okay, so this is Jess's idea. Is to essentially have them be cutouts, and then from there, if we wanted to, we could go back in, put the blue one behind it, have to do the glow because it's just our thing. That's kind of cool. Do we like this? We chill up the glow a little bit. And then we could potentially change this to like, I feel like it's missing something. We find it kind of fun to make different colored shields, maybe with some amount of each as a rarity thing. Although we lost some of our middle pieces. Just noticed that. I lost these guys. I think maybe a thin strip around the whole rectangle is kind of blown out, so it looks misty. Try that. Hide this really quick. I feel like it's gonna give me trouble. There we go. Okay, so let's bring that blue glow. I guess the blue glow is just like filling in so much that it looks weird. Oh, no, I'm dumb. Switch these. We're gonna have our glow effect back. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's do Riku's thing. So maybe a thin strip around the whole rectangle that's kind of blown out, so it looks misty. Yes, Riku, that is RuneScape. I was AFKing crabs, but I got so caught up that I got logged out. There you go. We're doing crabs. We're training ranged. Gotta get that passive XP. Okay, so if we do like a... It's all the way to the back. If we do like a thick stroke around the edge here, and then we can blur that heavily, I think that'll kind of do the effect that you're thinking of, maybe. You thinking something like that? Just a regular account, Riku. I'm interested in making an Iron Man, but for like my first time back, I just wanted to just do it the normal way. It's been a lot of fun though. It's definitely. I used to play in like middle and high school. It's so crazy how much easier they made the game. Just because like it automates so much for you with like the RuneLite plugins. I feel like it like spoils me. Yeah, I kind of like this. I don't know if I love the pink, but if it's not pink, is it white? And then we can do the whole like blue and pink, and then we can like print multiple. I kind of like white. What if we lower the opacity and make the white see through a little bit? If we bring it down to like 88. What do you think about this? Riku, I saw that one, but I haven't started watching it yet. I've been doing the Gillinor games. I binged all of that, and then I binged all of Settled's content too. I think I like this. I may want to mess with the inner designs a little bit. Maybe add just like a couple more things in here to give it a little bit more dimension. But I think I like this. Are we okay with getting rid of this one now? This is the worst one, right? I feel like we can delete this. Someone tell me that I can delete this. Do it. Do it. Okay, let's go. Maybe some scroll work on the edges / corner. Yeah, I think this is the better one too. I agree. I think Jess had a really good idea by doing the cutouts. Yeah, I could see adding like a couple more embellishments in these corners just to kind of bring it out a little bit more. I don't know if I'm like 100% happy with the placement of these smaller ones, and maybe there just needs to be like another one here, just to kind of like create a circle type effect. But what would it look like in pink? Are we gonna like it as much? That's kind of cool. I think I like this. I think the smallest ones could maybe be like 10% bigger. I think I could see that. They are a little small, and it may add a little bit more dimension to the. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Before we delete this, we should at the very least save this and this. That way we don't lose them. Yeah, I think the pink one looked really good too. We're just going to save these as assets, that way we can use them very quickly again later. But let's go in here, we're going to steal this pink again. Okay. I think this is definitely a good start. I could also potentially... Why is that like that? That looks wrong. What did I do? See, this is what I'm talking about. Graphic design is so stupid. I wish I was better at it. Because I bet you someone better than me could knock this out in like 2 minutes. Okay. The pink does look like... You like the side-by-side? This reminds me a lot of like Bleach. So like clean white on the like neon colors. Oh, hold up. I lost crab aggro. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Riku. I don't know. I need to look at it and make sure that they have the same settings. Because one might be blurring harder than the other. So there's a 7-point blur on this layer. 7-point blur on this layer. This outer one is a 9. Oh, I think I might. Yeah, I'm not sure. It might just be the color. Like the pink is standing out more against the black. But I don't know. Like I don't feel like the blue goes all the way in here. Cyberpunkish, yeah, I agree. Should try a yellow for a prism-ish feel. You know what, Drew? Just for you. that looks kind of good, not gonna lie. That's actually really cool. But that's not our stream colors. Let's try this. Okay, now the blue one looks the way the pink one did. And I'm not smart enough to know what fixed it, so we're just going to go with it. Let's do this pink again. Okay, now they match. What about opacity? Yeah, I don't know. I think there was just something that wasn't set correctly, but when I copied and pasted the pink one, it looks correct now. Yeah, I mean, these look pretty good. I think we need to rein in the glow a bit on this outer. No, we just need to adjust it to this. There we go. This looks better. This looks correct. Rainbow would be cool. Like rainbow, win a match and you guys win a match over you guys in the tournament and you get gold. That's kind of, I mean, I don't hate the idea. So when you say rainbow, do you mean like the whole glow would be rainbow? So kind of like a gradient going through all the colors? Because if that's what you mean, there's no way I'm doing that, because that would be so much work. Or do you just mean like printing one of each color of the rainbow? Because we could totally just change this to like green. Green looks super cool. We'll just go around the whole wheel. I like that. That looks sweet. I like the green. I like the teal. Or I guess it's more like aqua-ish. I like the light blue. The purple's kind of cool. Magenta. kind of like the orange. I think the yellow looks cool. Yeah, there's a whole like range of colors that we could do that would look really good. Yeah, I think the teal looks sick. I agree. I think that might be my favorite. Like, this looks awesome. Are we okay with printing non... We have to be okay with printing non-stream colors, right? Because, like, there's no stream color in the gold token. Mace wouldn't do type beat. Yeah, I do think the purple actually looks super cool. I'll have to run that one by Chris to see how he would feel about non-traditional stream colors for the spectral shields. How did I already lose crab aggro? There's no way that was 10 minutes. You could have a rainbow, but have them kind of layered on top of each other. Oof, that feels like a lot of work. Have them fanned out. That's kind of interesting. Kind of like that. I think some different colors would be nice, just in case someone rocks all of your tokens on board and they could look same since they are all variant of pink, blue, and black. Yeah, that's true. I kind of like the look of the double circles in the top corner. What do you mean by the double circles? Oh, you mean this? My just placeholder so that I don't lose these. Or about something like that. These might be cool in the corner. Is this kind of what you were thinking, Drew? And if that's the case, do we not... Can these not be opaque? Do we have to... Do we have to bring these back up 100%? Maybe. Because if we do that, then we can incorporate a bunch of colors if we fan them out like 4 wide or so. And I feel like, let me see if I can find something that kind of matches what I'm looking at. So it would kind of remind me of, I don't know if you guys are Overwatch fans necessarily, but kind of remind me of like the way that she's holding these. Like you kind of see that in like art or like anime where they kind of like have them all fanned out. That's what that would remind me of, and I think that would look kind of cool. Would you have to put a texture layer behind each shield? I don't know. What do you guys think? Because in my head, if these are like cut out, right, you would be able to see the other spectral shield behind it. I was gonna say the same thing. So then to you guys, like, you wouldn't see the other spectral shield behind this one? I personally like the single spectral or side by side. Fan is cool too, but maybe more 5 of the with 2 on each side. Maybe like this? Is this kind of what you're thinking of, Riku? I actually do kind of like this. Okay, so one thing that we do need to keep in mind, we need, what do Spectral Shield say? Do they just say Ward? They cleaned that up, right? With the Narada? Okay, so we don't, makes it look a bit more balanced. I agree. We do need to fit just a small text box down here so that we can fit our Ward 1. So maybe these need to shrink just a little bit. That way we can fit it maybe like right under these. And then we're gonna need to find good text. But I do really like this. What made the back ones smaller so they fit better? We could even stagger them a little bit, that way they're not sitting like right on top of each other. That way it's not like perfectly mirrored, right? They have different heights to them. Or do we want them to be like perfectly even? I'm glad I did this. I'm glad we chose to do this stream because I feel like we got some really good ideas and I think these are going to look sick. Yeah, what do you guys think? Do we like the non-mirrored look, or do you think they should be in the same spot and same size? More even? I think this would be pretty even. We're gonna need to decide on colors too. I do like the teal. I think the teal looks really good. I'm not necessarily sold on the blue. Maybe a dark blue. I don't hate the dark blue with the lighter background colors. Because before it was more like this color. I don't think I like this, but maybe something closer to this one. Looks kind of cool. I'm gonna have to work to find a really good text that we can use. And then I may still adjust this actual design in here. I like Riku's idea of making these just like a little bit bigger. And maybe we can find something in here. If we are gonna do this stacked look, I don't wanna put too much going on in here, because then I think with all three of them, it's gonna look a little too busy. But I think that maybe just like a couple more tweaks on this and it would look really good. Yeah, I need like if we could find like a Japanese type script, I think that would look pretty cool. Or even like a cyberpunky type text might look interesting. Yeah, I think just a little design in the corners and a slightly bigger circle could look great. Yeah, I think so too. I feel like we're on the same page. What about just our regular, like, logo text? How do we feel about that? Cyberpunk. There's a lot of good options. Someone actually has the like Cyberpunk 2077 font. That's kind of cool. You could do a tiny triangle in the blank corners. Yeah, I think like this is fine, but imagine something like cyberpunky. Like even this one's kind of cool. This is kind of cool. Ooh, I kind of like this. I think I like this one a lot. Let's see if we can get it. I like the one with the yellow background up top. Talking about this one? Or this one? Or this one? There's the cyberpunk style, there's the Nemesis, and there's the crypto. the second one, orange yellowish, the Nemesis. I do like the Nemesis too. I think that one looks kind of cool. We'll open that one and save it for sure. I do think the Glitch Goblin looks super cool, so I'll probably try that one out as well. And I could potentially see something like this, maybe. I don't know. I think the other two look really good. Oh, something like this could be cool too. There's a lot of good ones. Okay, let's see what we can get. Okay, so the Nemesis one is going to cost us $12, but it does look really good. So I would potentially be willing to pay that if we like that one a lot. Did you ever see the Metal Gear Rising text? No. Pause. Delete. Add video capture device. I don't know why that happens, but that's annoying. The Metal Gear Rising text. I'm sure I have. It just shut off again? Is it like overheating? It doesn't feel like it's overheating. Okay. I mean, you guys don't need to see me, alright? We're working here. Metal Gear Rising text. I have played the game before. You mean like this? Kind of cool. Kind of cyberpunky. I don't know if I like the M. A little weird. Okay, so Nemesis, $12. Glitch Goblin. Glitch Goblin looks like I may be able to download it for free. And then this one might not have a download. Okay, I'm going to install Glitch Goblin right now, and we can see if we like it. Hold, please. Settings, install, cool. Alright, moment of truth. Oh, what? Didn't even change the whole text. So we're going to do this, and then we are going to take a second layer under it, and we're going to add our signature glow that I like to put on everything. Let's actually make that a little bit bigger. Like this. And then we could, if we want to stick with channel colors, we could maybe do something like that. Ugh, I don't think that's as good as the Nemesis font. I think the Nemesis one looks really good. I think I might have to pay $12. Oh, my crab aggro. She's getting distracted. Try white as like the main color, you think? Because if so, I think that's exactly what I was thinking. And then what we could do is we could also add a gradient to this. And in that gradient, we can have our stream colors. Kind of like that. I'm not super happy with the Okay, I feel like the glow on it isn't big enough, and I think I know how to fix it. Yeah, Drew, you said exactly what I'm thinking, and we are going to fix it right now. We are going to add a stroke to it. And then from here, we can do our blur. And this already looks better. I do want to still try the gradient. I don't hate this. I think this looks fine. But I do still think that this Nemesis text looks very cool. And potentially would fit better. We could also just steal... I agree, Drew. I think it looks decent. But are we happy with decent? These I'm just gonna hide for right now. So like this could be a token. I think I'm gonna have to buy the other font, honestly. I just think it looks too good. Like, I have a feeling this is gonna look way better. If you could get that glitch line to run through the shields, it'd look better, but it might take too much work. I don't think it's impossible, Drew. Question for you, though. So when you see that in your head, is that going to be one glitch line that's running through all three shields? Like this? Or is each shield going to have one going parallel? So then these back ones would kind of be going at like an angle. How do you see it this way? Or do you see it as just like maybe two lines going here and like here? Like you're looking at a screen, so it would affect all of them at the same point. I don't think that would be the hardest thing to do. It's definitely something I can try. But that would take time, and I would probably have to do that off stream. I may still just buy this font because I think it looks really cool. Okay, well, I think I'm actually going to call it for the night. I think we have a really good design going. We got a lot further than I expected to with the Spectral Shield. Apologies for the technical difficulties. I feel like it's not a second cycle stream unless things aren't working, so par for the course. But I'm really happy with these three designs. I still need to get a text box on the gold token just to represent the effect. But I would be pretty happy sending these to print pretty soon. Just, again, small tweaks. This is awesome, though. I'm really glad that we did this stream because I feel like you guys came up with some really good ideas for the Spectral Shield. I had a general idea of what I wanted this to look like going into the stream. And like I feel like we hit a lot of the key points, but like really like the layout and everything and the colors that we picked, I feel like you guys helped a lot with that. So yeah, I think these look great. So again, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate you guys being here. If you're not part of our Discord yet, the link is in the description. You guys are more than welcome to join. I already posted these two in there when I started working on them. Once I get a finalized design on this one, I'll probably post it in there for people to check out as well. And hopefully we can get these printed and maybe start handing them out. So yeah, again, thank you guys for hanging out. Riku, thank you for joining as a membership. Again, you definitely didn't need to do that. We appreciate you guys just kind of, tuning in every week, but it is not unnoticed. So Chris should be back next week, so we will be doing a gameplay stream then. But until then, hope you guys have a good week, and we'll see you next week.